Today I'm going to do a position review on some images that someone has sent in to me. I'm back for critique and some help, so I thought I'd share with you what my thoughts were on this position right here. My name is Kelland-May, and this is Equestrian Skill Builders. If you'd like to improve your riding and training, win more ribbons at your next horse show, or generally like other horse-related stuff, then this is the place for you. And I'd like to share with you some of my ideas on how you can improve your position. So let's get going. So this is the image that they sent in to me. Thank you so much. If you would like to have your own position review done, then please send me in a picture, a short video, and we can do a critique for you. Or if you'd like to talk with me about something, send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. thistleridge@hotmail.com. And I can do a review for you. First thing I noticed, well, your hat isn't quite fitting properly. So let's get that fixed up. Make sure the brim of your hat should be about 2 fingers. The brim of your helmet should be about 2 fingers above your eyebrows, like this. You can see in this picture here that your helmet is slipped down. So make sure that it's fitting properly so that you can see what's happening in front of you. It looks like you're looking at the top of his head. So try to make sure that you're looking up and looking straight ahead. Keeping your eyes up is what that's called, right? One thing that I do like about this is look at this lovely release. You have the reins are looped, and there's no interference between you and the horse. Really like that a lot. Your hands are up on the neck, which is good, but there's some things that we like to talk about here, and this is the main thing, is that looks like to me that you are leaning on his neck right here on the horse. Just as the horse is starting to come up off the ground or in the air, you are leaning down on the horse's neck. So there's too much weight on the top front of the horse. We'd like to see your hips, which are about here, over the middle of the saddle, so that your shoulder, hip, knee angle, let's take a look at that. So this is your shoulder. This is your hip. If you connect those 2 lines and then to your knee, you can see this angle. Now what we'd like to see is your hip, which is right here, closer to the seat of the saddle, and your upper body not leaning so far forward. You can see here, if this is vertical, you can see how far forward you are leaning. We would rather have to see your seat. I'm just going to change the color here. Your seat closer to the seat of the saddle, and your upper body that much in front of the vertical. So if this is your shoulders, to your elbow, to where your hand is there, and then to your knee, to your ankle. So rather than leaning down on the horse's neck, you are more in balance over top of the horse rather than leaning down on the horse's neck, loading the top of the horse. Sit up with your upper body slightly in front of the vertical. Right now you can see that your hip is over top of the pommel of the saddle. Doesn't need to be that far ahead. There's the pommel of the saddle right underneath your thigh here. Bring your seat back closer to the center of the saddle, over the seat of the saddle, with your shoulders slightly in front of the vertical here. Then allow your arms to come down with your hand out here for your release, allowing that lovely release that you have. By bringing your shoulders back to the proper position, this will also help close that angle between your hip, knee, ankle angle. Let's take a look at that. You can see right here that your leg is almost straight, and this means that you are standing up in your stirrups. That's not a good thing. By bringing your hip back over the center of the saddle, that'll give you a better knee angle and also help with keeping the weight down into your heels rather than having all the weight onto your toe and onto your stirrup. Bringing your hip back will help bring the weight down into your heels. You can see here from this image that your toes have slightly rotated out, bringing the calf and back of your leg onto the horse. Try to think of keeping an even grip all the way around the inside part of your leg. Keeping your toes to the front near the girth will also help keeping your leg in the correct position. Looks like your stirrups are a little bit long for you. When you're sitting in the saddle on the flat at the halt, take your feet out of the stirrups. Correct stirrup length should be the top of your stirrup tread, and this is just a rule of thumb. The top of the stirrup tread should hit just the top of your ankle bone. If you're riding on the flat, the top of the stirrup tread should hit the bottom of your ankle bone. But because you're going over jumps here, top of the stirrup tread, top of the ankle bone. Generally speaking, you seem to be with the horse. You have a soft, kind hand that you don't want to interfere with your horse. Keep your stirrups at the correct length and your seat over top of the saddle, and this will help you stay in balance and better balance with your horse. I like to help people improve their riding, and this is one way that I can do it. If you're interested in having your position review done, send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. Thanks now. See you later.